Alright, it didn't crash. Now I want you to go onto Twitch, and I want to see if it shows up. Okay?
Yep, I'm gonna do that right the frick now.
It's going to be on a delay, but it should show up.
It's up. It's live.
It is? Alright. Ready to start this?
Hang on a second here. I just gotta think for a second, make sure everything's... You don't hear anything from my end, like as far as the car sounds and everything, right?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, so it's just my phone. Okay, good. I think we should be good to go.
Alright.
Do it.
We're live right now, so you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Rubbin and Racing Motorsports is here at Thompson Speedway. Here for a little fun race, the Travis Rolon birthday bash. Here using the LMPV2 mod. And of course here we are at Thompson Speedway. We've got all the cars out here for practice. 10 minutes until qualifying starts. And as you can see from this camera angle, we have all the cars out on the track, or at least I think it's all the cars. You can see them all zooming by. And here we have Travis Rolon now coming out of pit road. This is the birthday boy in question.
He is indeed, Jimmy. He is the birthday boy, Travis Rolon, turning a good old 1-5, half a decade old. Pretty soon on Monday, it's definitely going to be an interesting day for him come April 30th.
As you can see, he's now out on the track. But other than him, we have other drivers too. People such as Zach Stecker, Johnny Gardner, Brady Crum, Tristan Wilhoit, Trey Fisher, David Alvarez, and some other guys, but I don't think they're on the track right now.
Yes, we got a good handful that are out there on track right now. But yes.
Oh man, Brady just flipped over going into turn 3. Got bumped by the 22 there.
Wow, definitely an interesting hit for him.
The good thing about this is that backup cars are pretty much unlimited, so lucky day for him.
Yeah, that is for sure. Brand new cars. You can just whip a car right up, boom, there you go.
But this is sure to be an interesting race as the 9 car goes up in the air. Wow, alright. David goes for a wild ride down the back stretch. But this is just the practice run until the real thing starts out. As you see Travis side by side with the 22, Johnny Gardner. And Travis, the 00, is out on the point with 20.786. Let's see if he can get that good of a lap during qualifying. He is 3/10 ahead, the 6 car in second place. That is Tristan Wilhoit.
Right now, birthday boy up at the top of the board in first place.
Oh, and we got 2 cars flipping over here in turn 4. That's Johnny Gardner and
here at Thompson Raceway.
Johnny Gardner and the 12 of who is that? Zach Stecker. So we got 7 minutes and 15 seconds until qualifying starts off. Right now you're watching as a car is upside down in turn 3 and another car just ran into him. That was David Alvarez getting into the 89 of Brady Crum as he was upside down against the wall. And now Alvarez up into the turn 1 wall. Now turn 2. Pretty chaotic these practice runs are. And it seems like everybody's felt out their cars and knows what they're going up against because everybody is just wrecking out each other.
And there's cars just flying around here at Thompson Raceway. Definitely, it's very interesting to see. Lots of practicing going on and lots of flying and crashing and just pure excitement here at Rubbin and Racin Motorsports for the Travis Rolon birthday bash. Travis Rolon turning 15 years old. We're just whipping around with the late models LMPV2 from, I believe, Bullring, if I'm not mistaken. And we're here at Thompson Raceway for 100 laps, celebrating quite the Buckshot Jones he is, as he likes to be called, Travis, the Toolman Rolon.
Travis, 15, going on 80. As we got crashing going on in the backstretch, one car on his side. That is the 23 of RJ Cherry. That's another driver we haven't mentioned yet.
Yes, he is definitely. Hopefully,
he is quite the racer.
He is definitely quite the racer, indeed. Yes, he will definitely find that out for sure.
22's going through the grass, trying to get an entry into 3. Just took out Trey with him. Trey Fisher. And up onto the wall, the 22. Wow, Johnny Gardner taking a wild ride in turn 3. Alright, so more than 5 minutes remaining here in this practice session. The real excitement starts when qualifying starts, because we won't see the cars on the track, but we will be able to see their times in real time as they go across their line and their own separate qualifying runs. And then we'll be able to see who will start out on the pole. If I had to bet my money on who would be on pole, it would either be the 00 or the 6. The 00 because it is Travis. Oh, jeez. Travis is up in the air. He is stuck in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this.
Speaking of the birthday boy, he is flying. He is flying through the straightaways. Just having whole boatloads of fun here at Thompson Raceway.
I don't think you can get much more fun than flying down the backstretch. Quite literally flying down the backstretch.
It is definitely something to see.
Quite the sight to behold as Tristan Wilhoit goes around, complete another lap. Side-by-side battle between Johnny Gardner and Trey Fisher as they are wrecking into each other. Oh, and now Johnny Gardner goes upside down going into turn 1.
Completely just drives into turn 3s and 4.
Wow.
And that was some great English from, yes, this commentator, whose name is Sean Fay.
Sean Fay being the owner of this series, and now this isn't necessarily one of the series within Rubbin and Racin Motorsports. This is just a fun race, as we said in the beginning of this broadcast. But we do have different series. We have the main NASCAR series that runs the Manx 2018 cars. We have NASCAR Classic Cup Series that uses the original Cup. And we also have the Keystone Super Truck Series, which uses some sort of truck mod. I'm not exactly sure, but it uses one. Let's see, and we also have Rolon's Development League, which will not be streamed, but that is just basically for drivers to get acquainted with making setups and learning how to drive different tracks with different cars. Yes. And then there's also the Dirt series, which uses sprint cars, which is pretty interesting. And you'll see all of these live here on Twitch with this same. And what is going on with RJ on the backstretch?
You will see them right here on the R&R Racing Network here on Twitch. It'll definitely be an exciting time to take a look at what this league is doing. And yes, the league I have created, Rubbin Racing Motorsports. Again, to lay them all down, we have the main NASCAR series with the 2018 Thompson Cup cars. It'll definitely be exciting to follow up on the rest of the real-life season with the main NASCAR series as well. We have the NASCAR Classic Cup series, as Jimmy has just mentioned. It is also with the original NR 2003 Cup cars. You can definitely just whip around the track with us on a nice big schedule. On top of that, we have the R&R Keystone, the Keystone Light Super Truck Series, rather. R&R that's running the 2015, sorry about that, the 2015 Camping World Trucks with Cup Physics instead of CTS. So definitely it'll be exciting. Hence Super Trucks, it's going to be a fast one. Then we have the R&R Supreme All Dirt Slugfest with the 358 Dirt LMs from Bullring. It's going to be exciting with a bunch of tracks from over John Norton at Wild Customs and Cars. It's definitely going to be exciting. Go check out his tracks as well. He just created Ontario Motor Speedway. A good old classic from, I believe it was from the Winston Cup Series back in the 80s. So definitely it's an exciting track. Go check that out. And on top of that, we also have Rolon's Developmental League, which is an opportunity if you are a new driver of NR 2003, or if you're interested with NASCAR Racing 2003 season as a game, it is an opportunity to be able to take your time to test out the tracks, test out the cars, and see if you have what it takes to be in the rest of the 4 leagues that I just mentioned, or sessions rather. I can't even talk. The series. they have mentioned previously. So definitely, Rolon's Developmental League is a great opportunity, hosted by yours only, Travis Rolon, whose birthday bash we are hosting right now at Thompson. He will definitely be able to, as well as others, be able to help you along with creating setups and being able to compete with the rest of the drivers out on the track.
You see, this is why I should hand off the jobs of, like, naming stuff over to the people who actually know what they're talking about. But anyways, I should have mentioned this earlier, but my name is Jimmy Powell, and I will be one of the main commentators for this race. I will be racing in the NASCAR Classic Cup Series intermittently, but mainly I'm going to be the main commentator, well, at least one of the ones that you'll hear most of the time. And hopefully you guys don't completely despise me.
I will also as well be one of the commentators. Clearly, I'm not no Mike Joy. I'm not no Larry McReynolds. I'm none of them. Quite honestly, I should probably keep my mouth shut and not cut off our wonderful commentator, Jimmy Powell. But
as RJ rides the air, okay.
But hopefully we'll be here to bring you some great action from Rubbin Racin Motorsports as we host, definitely, the Travis Rolon Birthday Bash. Once again here at Thompson Raceway, 100 laps after qualifying and practice. It's definitely going to be exciting. It'll be a time to celebrate the one Buckshot Jones, as he likes to be called, Travis Rolon, celebrating his 15th birthday.
And the practice session is complete. We have 20 seconds before we move on to the qualifying session as cars are still flipping over. Man, they're really costing their teams a lot of money to get all their cars ready here. As
we're playing the game like NASCAR Racing 2003 season, there is no such thing as money. You can just use it how many cars you like.
And here we go. This is qualifying for the birthday bash, and we're going to take a look here up at the top left of your screen. You're going to see these. You're going to see these stats up here. Ignore the 999 and 664 up here. Those are the commentator cars. But you want to pay attention to these other cars because they're going to be making their 2 laps around this track to see who will get the pole position for this race. Then we'll have happy hour for opening ceremonies, and then we'll have the race go on after that. And so now we're not going to be looking at any particular thing because you're not going to see any cars run around because NR 2003 is very weird with how they do their qualifying stuff online. But you're going to look up here and you're going to see all the times come by in real time as they cross the line over here. And the first one up on the board is David Alvarez with a 21.306. Quite a fast time, faster than what they've been running in the other stuff. Here we go, the 12 up on the point. That is Zach Stecker. And now here comes the birthday boy with a 20.903. Travis Rolon on the point. Rolon, whatever you want to call it. Rolo.
He is rolling on to the pole, hopefully, here at Thompson.
So we got 5 cars on the pole right now, or on the board, I should say. It looks like RJ and Brady are still doing their times now. The 22 is on. Now we got 6 people up there. Trey Fisher with a 22.337 in 6th position. Here we go. Looks like that these might be the final times. We're not exactly sure if anybody else is making their laps right now, but as far as we can tell, it looks like it will be the 00 Travis Rolon with a 20.903 taking the pole position, along with Zach Stecker with a 21.158. If that says anything about the race that we're about to see, this could be a very runaway race. But let's not get ahead of ourselves right now because, of course, we haven't seen how these cars really race on the track since we came in here when everybody pretty much figured out their cars and started wrecking each other.
Absolutely. And also, as well, just as a reminder, that this is just a random fun race when we do not have a series that's running.
No points.
Late models. Yes, it's no points. It's just purely for fun. We want to celebrate Travis Rolon's 15th birthday, which is on Monday, of course. We wouldn't want to host it on Monday because who wants to race on a Monday when there's school and life and things? So definitely we wanted to be able to celebrate his birthday today and be able to put on a great race for everybody and show what Rubbin Racing Motorsports can hopefully bring.
Here we go. It is 2 seconds, 1 second, and now qualifying is over.
So it is locked in. Travis Rolon at the top of the board with a 20.903 to cap off qualifying.
And now for happy hour. No drivers are allowed on here as we're about as we get prepared to do opening ceremonies. Sean, do we have anything really for this section, or can we just skip on over to the race?
Unfortunately, we do not today due to technical difficulties. It's purely just going to be, for lack of a better term, a piss break. So definitely the drivers can be able to relax. And
we got a car out on the field. I don't know exactly who that is. I think that's a yellow car. It is 77 Trey Fisher. He is out now. I guess he was told not to be out because, you know...
He must have just realized what the memo was.
Might have just realized that we said this for like the last 2 weeks.
Definitely. But you know what? It's
and now he's back on pit road.
It's for Travis Rolon and his 15th birthday today. Bear in mind, folks, you're probably going to hear me say that about 30 times, so prepare yourselves. It's probably not going to be funny. Depending on what kind of person you are. But definitely, again, I'll read off the qualifying here. Travis Rolon up at the top of the board with a 20.903. Up in first, Zachary Stecker in second place with a 21.158. Tristan Wilhold, number 6 in the third place spot with a 21.220. David Alvarez in the number 9 in fourth. And then we got Johnny Gardner in 5th, Trey Fisher in 6th, and Brady Crum in 7th. So
we have 3 cars on the track right now. I'm not exactly sure if they... I don't know if they really got the memo yet. One car is stopping in the grass. It looks like a 4th one is joined.
Jimmy, because as I had said previously, there was technical difficulties and we were unable to really tap into hopefully what we are going to be showing you next weekend for our opening weekend at Rubbin and Racing Motorsports. It's going to be exciting, but definitely, with life and technical difficulties, all the driving you'll be seeing in this happy hour is the equivalent to what I have experienced as far as production.
It's fine though. We'll get it straightened up by next weekend.
I'm sure most people probably have no clue what I just said, but I really don't care.
Well, that's fine. We've got 2 minutes and 36 seconds. We might as well switch over to the race if you feel inclined to, or we can stay here for a while.
We can stay here for a while.
I'm fine with that.
Thinking. Yeah.
And now most of the drivers you see here, except for Johnny Gardner, I don't know if he's in the races. Or Reichenbach. I don't know who that person is, but I definitely don't have their scheme.
He's actually a driver for Sean Fay Motorsports, yes, sir. Of course, I have to have a team name after myself. He will hopefully be racing in a couple of the R&R races this season. I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe he's in the Truck Series as well as our Dirt Series. And
well, that would make sense.
Well, and on top of that, Johnny Gardner is in collaboration with Philip Parker, they both together work on a little project they call Throwback United Racing League. Definitely it's a league to check out. On Mondays, they have an Xfinity series. I think it's the Hunt Brothers X series, I believe is what it's called. They have a late model series that I might be running these cars, so definitely you can check that out. I think it's on a Tuesday night. And the Thursday nights, they have the Warner Cup series, which just began this past week at Talladega Super Speedway, as with the in real life track currently. Definitely, it's a very interesting way to start off the season, but they just started theirs as well on Thursday. So he is helping out Philip Parker with Turn, and he decided he was going to come join us tonight. So definitely it's great to see him out on the track as well as some of the others here at Rubbin Racing Motorsports.
Well, I'd like to say that the ticker you see up at the top, ignore the whole NASCAR on NBC Sports part. That is definitely incorrect. But hey, this production is already pretty much hasted, so it's fine. It's all fine.
Bear in mind, this is our very first time ever really streaming. It's sort of a test stream of sorts. Think of it as sort of a test broadcast. We want to make sure everything's
ready. But we're all
here
to have fun,
guys, next week. So it's purely for the fun, definitely, Jimmy.
Alright, we got 30 seconds until happy hour is over. And this is going to be a very interesting race, I'm sure. And probably caution-filled, but hey, what do we expect?
So be it. And of course, some can probably predict who's going to win this race, but you never know.
Who knows? Maybe a caution will screw over somebody, and maybe he'll wreck out. Maybe an engine will blow. But that could happen to anybody else. So it'll be very unpredictable to see what happens here, especially since I don't think a lot of these guys really race at Thompson. So
yeah, definitely it'll be an oddball race for some of these drivers, unfortunately. But definitely we'll all see what happens.
Now, are we going to be doing the restart rule, where we restart within like 3 laps?
Purely, again, Jimmy, I believe it's just going to be a fun race, so definitely we'll just feel it out and see what happens.
Sounds good. And here they come, out on the starting grid. We should be seeing the 00 out, and there he is, Travis Rolon, out on the track, ready to get this started.
Yes,
and I think we're going to stick with the spectator view for this one, because it pretty much shows everything on the track, and the other cameras suck, so it's fine.
Unfortunately, for this version of the track, it's definitely not the best, we'll say, Jimmy. Not that it sucks. Let's be a little positive. Not the best.
Well, I mean, the track looks amazing. It's just the camera is just could leave a little more to be desired. As we still have some people not on the grid right now, so.
Yeah. Wink, wink, us.
RJ's out now. The 00 just poofed out of existence. Oh, there he is.
There we go. Alright, there is the command. Everybody strapped in, ready to go.
And there's already mass confusion. As per usual within our 2003.
Yes. So again, thanks a lot for tuning in for the 100 laps here of the Travis Rolon Birthday Bash. I am Sean Fay, one of the commentators, as well as Jimmy Powell, who will be joining up in the booth. It's definitely the drivers have strapped in, ready to go, and it is definitely exciting. But one thing we will say is, we believe it is time right now for arguably the second most famous words in motorsport.
Let's see what happens here, boys and girls. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go short track racing, boys!
And they're off here at Thompson Raceway for 100 laps.
Here we go, 3 wide, 4 wide into the turn, and we already got a car around. It's the 12 car of Zach Stecker. Oh my, already down into turn 1. Spun around, and they're racing back to the caution, I think. Oh, and they're all piling up on the back straightaway. And the birthday boy is involved as well. Oh my goodness, one car upside down. That is Trey Fisher in the 77. Oh my, we already have the big one here on the back straightaway.
Everybody has just created mass chaos here. It couldn't have started in a better way.
We got the 12 car coming down pit road now.
Hopefully making some adjustments to be able to continue on racing. That's for sure.
Tough start for Zach Stecker in the 12 as he goes down to his pit box. And it looks like Trey Fisher was towed, and he might be able to get back out, but we're not exactly sure considering his car flipped over. But we hope and pray that he will be able to come back and make an interesting race.
Absolutely.
The 00 is somewhere, but not sure exactly where. Actually, Travis, the birthday boy of this birthday bash, retired along with RJ Cherry. Man, tough start for him. Well, this is certainly an interesting start to this race. We already have the person who is supposed to be the birthday boy of this race is already out.
And you know what? Since this is a test broadcast, Jimmy, I definitely believe we're going to have to make one of the cardinal mistakes we hopefully do not have to make during the season, restarting the race.
Well, there is a rule that if within the first few laps or so, if there is a caution, a restart can be in order. So basically, this is pretty much what we expected, but it's fine.
Definitely, yes, we have the restart commitment lap. I wasn't about to follow it for this race, but it seems that I'm following the chat that the drivers are having with each other, and it seems as if let's just say it's a majority request. So definitely we want to be able to give the drivers another opportunity to restart that. So
Indeed.
yeah, indeed.
Well, looks like we're going to have to hear the arguably second most famous words in motorsports again, but hey, I don't think DW minds too much.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably sitting at home just enjoying himself, hopefully. Actually, he'll be getting ready for tomorrow's race at Talladega Speedway.
And that will definitely be an interesting race.
Absolutely, definitely.
It looks like the command has been given. The cars roll off.
Once again, for a second time.
And we only do the restarts 3 times, a maximum of 3 times. So by the third time, if they can't get it right then, that's pretty much on them.
3 strikes, and you're out. Although I'm very apparent that it has nothing to do with NASCAR. Haha, me. Anyways, folks, again, hopefully for the last time today, it is time for the second most famous words in motorsport.
Let's see what happens here, boys and girls. Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go short track racing, boys!
And part 2 here at Thompson Motor Speedway.
And they're already trying to go 3 wide. Zach Stecker falls back to 4th. As Travis takes the early lead, going down into turn 3 to complete lap 1. A much better start. Oh, the 12 car got up into the outside wall back there. Lap 1 is completed. What a miracle. As the 00 stays out in front. Looks like the 9 of David Alvarez trying to find a way to pass the 6 car of Will Hoyt. Going down into turn 3 and 4.
And now it is no surprise, Jimmy, that Travis Rolon is just charging away with that lead up in the front.
Well, it's pretty much no doubt that he has the most experience on this track. I'm pretty sure that most of these guys... the reason why that he picked this track was that he has a lot of experience on it and likes it, so he probably knows this track like the back of his hand.
As well as the fact that in real life, the track is literally 15 minutes away from his actual home.
Man, that's pretty lucky.
Yeah, so he probably has driven this track in real life once before, but you never know. But definitely...
Oh, and here comes RJ. He pulls up on the 89 of Brady Crum. Trying to go around on the outside here, but cannot make it stick. Still a battle for second place. Will Hoyt holding on to second place against David Alvarez in the 9. Alvarez drives it into 3. Can't make it. Looks like the 6 car got a little loose there coming off of 4, but looks like he gathered it back up pretty nicely. Reichenbach in the 29 all the way back in last place. 1 lap down along with RJ, who is somewhere. Maybe he has connection issues. Trey Fisher back in the 6th position. Zach Stecker in 5th. Brady Crum 4th. Alvarez 3rd, now trying to make a move on the inside of Will Hoyt, who is in 2nd position. And of course the birthday boy, Buckshot Jones, in 1st place. As they come around, turns 3 and 4.
But he's driving off into the moonset.
That is what Travis Rolon is indeed doing, DW.
Brady now having some pressure from the back. I think he passed the 12 car Zach Stecker. Moving up into 4th place. As Travis prepares to go back up onto the back stretch here. And it looks like he has the 29 in sights to lap here as we go on to lap 8.
And there goes David Alvarez, passing in for the 3rd place spot.
Here we go, side by side. Will Hoyt makes a run back on the outside. But David has that inside line advantage. Here he comes for the crossover. Will Hoyt going to try to make it back. As they go into turn 3. Will Hoyt all the way down on the inside.
Quite the battle indeed between David Alvarez and Tristan Wilhoit.
But it looks like that Will Hoyt will stay in third, and Alvarez will keep the second position. There's RJ Jerry, who went out of the universe for a second. They're not exactly sure why.
Slamming on the brakes,
But he
screeching up
is
a
back.
little bit, trying to get up to David.
Oh, we got a car in the grass there. That was Trey Fisher. Oh, we got a car sideways. Oh, that was Reichenbach in the 29. Is that a caution, though? Not exactly sure. The caution lights are on. This is a race back to the line. Whoa! And Trey Fisher tried to block the 00. Almost got into each other. And it looks like... And Rolon keeps his position as they go under caution.
We're under caution here at Thompson Raceway. And we are at currently lap 13, so definitely a pretty good green flag run, I would say, Jimmy.
Quite. This seems like it's going to be a pretty long race, though. RJ is into the wall. RJ Cherry up into the wall in turn 4. Not sure what happened there. Let's look back at what happened to the 29 here just a few laps ago.
And definitely...
Alright, so the 77 got into the grass.
12.
It looks like he just lost.
Into the car as well.
It looks like he just lost it coming into the turn. Almost clipped the 00 there. I don't think really anything happened to him other than he just got loose.
Yeah, definitely. The
Let's look from another angle.
Also got a little loose there on lap number 10.
Trey got into the grass. I don't know if that really kicked some dirt underneath his tires and he just lost traction, or he just lost it. Maybe he just had too loose of a setup. Might want to adjust some ledge on that.
Did touch the grass a little bit coming into turn.
Oh, I think Travis missed his pit box there. Oh man, that's going to cost him some time.
Definitely.
As everybody's in pit road now.
For the birthday boy, it's definitely going to be quite the step backwards.
Looks like it was just a 4-tire stop and some fuel, so. And it looks like Trey Fisher is out up at the front of this pack, although these guys here, except for the 9, are a lap down or more. So, looks like it'll be Alvarez who will be the leader. Unless he got a black flag somehow.
For David after fighting with Tristan for the second place spot, so it'd be definitely good to have him cycle up to the top.
So the lights are still on the pace car. Next time by, we should be getting the 1 to go signal from the flag stand, and then we'll be able to resume our race.
Absolutely.
It almost looked like that the 6 car was smoking, but I think that he's good. I think that was just the track that was giving it a little bit of placebo there.
The track can do funky things, Jimmy.
Quite. But it looks like the 77 and 29 will be going on the inside line here as well with Brady Crum, as he's going to be moving down as well. Quite a few cars on the... well, it looks like the 77 got his lap back, so that's good.
Definitely great to see.
And he'll be in the 5th position, I think. So it'll be Alvarez who will be out in front if they can get themselves sorted out. Oh, geez. Some contact between the 77 and 29. Seems like there's a bit of confusion with all this. There goes Alvarez to the front now. Looks like they're getting themselves sorted out.
Yes, the driver's trying to gather up their belongings and try to figure out what's going on.
I don't think that Trey realizes that he's not a lap down. He's not supposed to be on the inside line. This might give him a black flag. But here we go. Coming to the restart. And the green flag is back out at Thompson Raceway. And
David Alvarez sticking to the high line.
I'm not sure if the 77 got a black flag for that, because it does not look like he's a lap down looking from the scoring board. But there's Travis looking underneath of Alvarez. Here they come side by side. Out of turn 4. Whoa, the 00 got a little loose there.
The birthday boy's really fighting for it here on the inside. And
oh man, the 00 almost slid up into the 9 car. Here we go. And the 00 gets the lead. He sticks it. And now the battle between the 9 and the 6. Will Hoyt and Alvarez is now going to resume as the 6 tries to hunt down the number 9. And now we got a battle here for what looks like 4th. Oh man, 77 really walked up the hill there. Here comes the 29 down on the inside, who is a lap down trying to get his lap back. And look, the 77 is a lap down, so maybe he didn't get a black flag. So pretty much all the cars you see back here are just fighting for position to get their lap back. Oh, we got a car spinning! Will Hoyt is around on the front stretch, and the caution is out. Did they get the flag then, or are they racing back? It looks like they will be racing back. Travis out in front, David Alvarez in second place. Will Hoyt spinning out as they come back to the caution flag, and Travis will be out in front. The second caution of the day for a spin on the front stretch.
And we've just barely made it to lap number 25 almost.
So close.
Still got another 75 or so laps to go. So it's definitely.
And we're just getting started with this. You think that it's exciting right now? Just wait.
Just wait.
Now, let's take some time to look at what happened to Will Hoyt here as we back up. Let's see here. He's on the front stretch. He's going into turn 4. He's coming out of turn 4 actually. And he's underneath the 9 car. He's trying to make it second. He just hit ever so slightly, just got too low on the ground, and it caught the back end of it, and he just went around.
That car just got a little stuck in the track, it seems.
And it looks like he has some back end damage from an earlier wreck. That may have contributed to it. Might have caused some of the downforce to get to go away from him.
That is very, very high potential.
Let's look at another angle here. Far away, but still an angle. It's also a possibility that the 9 car just took some air off of him and spun him around. Although this isn't very much of an aero type of racetrack. And it looks like, oh, there was some contact between the 77 and 23. Trey Fisher and, who is that? RJ Cherry and the 23.
Very interesting stuff.
Let's see what happened between the 77 and 23. That is something we did not see. You're looking at slow motion. Oh, the 23 just got really hot into the corner. The 89 was slowed up. The 77 tries to slow up as well, and the 23 just did not expect that. Got into the back of Trey.
He just could not make it on the brakes there.
Unfortunately. And that will cause some damage to the 23, who is already 7 laps down. Already not a very good start for RJ. And I think it's safe to say that he will not be making up those laps.
A terrible day made even worse for the number 23 of RJ Curie, unfortunately.
Here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. One more lap until we get underway. Will Hoyt keeps his 3rd place position. The 12 car is going to be up in 4th place. That is Zachary Stecker, as you can see over there. Was not able to get his scheme for this race, but he's the only one here that I don't have a scheme for, so it's not really that much of an issue.
And on top of that as well, it's just a fun race, so it's not like it was that big of a deal to come up with a scheme, but...
we got trouble down on the inside. The 23 slowed up and the 77 just booted him out of the way. Oh, 77 might get a black flag there because he's not in the right position. But here they go. The pace car is in and they're back underway. They stack up behind. Travis is out in front though. They stacked up behind, but looks like that they got through pretty well. And Travis is out in front. He's got the 9 car in his mirror. Coming off the turn. Lap 29 is underway.
We have a car coming in down pit road, is it?
Car coming. Let's see, it's Reichenbach. I think he spun out. I think the 29 spun out there, but I think we are still under green.
Yeah.
Interesting development there. I guess we'll have to look back and see what happened. Was that the caution, though? Thought I saw the flagman have the caution out.
The number 77 of Trey Fisher is also coming
Yes, the caution is out. I think this is for the 4th time. It might have been with the 77 again.
You can look back at the 29. Not a lot into 1 and 2. And
well, what brought out the caution for this time was between the 89 and 77. The 77 just broke, and the 89 just did not anticipate it, it looks like. I think he broke just too early. 89 just was not expecting it and just got into the back of him.
And it looks like the 29 of Reichenbach was trying to come down pit road, but just lost the back end coming into the entrance of pit road, apparently.
Yeah, let's look at what happened to the 29 here. We'll look at it from this camera angle. Now, that is a flat part of the racetrack, so it's very loose. If you're going too fast around there, you can definitely brake easily. Yeah. It looks like he was just carrying too much speed, tried to reverse it while turning, and his front brake bias just was too low for it to just, and it just spun out.
An unfortunate event here for the number 29. Hopefully he can recover from that spin out there.
And Travis is on the pits, getting some tires.
Hopefully he doesn't miss his box.
Looks like he had a pretty good stop there. The 23 is coming in. I guess maybe he's serving a penalty. Not exactly sure why he's down there. 89 in front of this pack. Looks like the 12 car of Zachary Stecker will be the leader here once we get back underway. Oh, we got cars bumping into each other here. The 89. Right. Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh my goodness! Wow, we got cars stacking up in the back. Man, that was between David Alvarez, Trey Fisher, and it looked like it was Travis Rolon that was also there as well.
Can't be a bad day for him.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he has too much damage. Let's look from another camera.
Looked like the 77 was blinking a little bit with his internet.
Not exactly sure what happened there, but
definitely seems like the 77 blinked and made contact. I believe with Reichenbach on the 23, and I think kind of stacked everything up, and the rest was history from that point.
Let's take a look from our view. Alright, so. Oh, the 77 just came in too hot, hit the 29, and that just freight trained everybody.
Absolutely, Jimmy. 77 is just all over the place today. I'm not quite sure.
He might not be feeling his car out, or maybe he's just driving erratically. Who knows?
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know. I don't know how to put that.
Well, the lights are out on the pace car. We're ready to get restarted once again. Hopefully, we don't have another caution. That could be detrimental. The 29 just got bumped by the 77. There could be a bit of a rivalry going on there, but the pace car is off. Here they come. And the green flag is back out. We're underway once again. Oh, the 77 got up into the grass there, but he's still in the grass. Oh, the 12 car kind of slowed up there. And now Wilhoit takes over the lead position. Oh, geez. Oh, we got cars going into the pits now.
The 89 of Brady Crum did, I noticed, slow down coming out of turn 2. Slid to the back of the pack.
We got three cars that are down a lap going into the pits. As Wilhoit drives away with his lead, we got Rolon in second place, and we have David Alvarez in third. And rounding out the top 4 is the 12 of Zachary Stecker, and he goes up into the pits as well.
Instead, Brady Crum in the 89 will take back 4th place.
Brady Crum is a lap down, which is interesting. We got 4 cars that are lap down. We got 4 cars in contention right now. The double zero is up on the 6th car here.
Into Tristan's back end. He's looking to make a move.
I'll tell you what, that double zero looks pretty loose. I don't know. He's got some side damage. Might be messing up some of his internals there.
He's
double zero went in hot.
And the motivation to try to get past that 6th, though, that's for sure.
He's really trying. He's driving into those corners pretty deep. Oh, and he just stepped up the hill there. I'll tell you what, that back end damage probably isn't helping Will Hoyt much. But that side damage isn't helping out Rollo. Once these guys really start getting to battling, I bet that 9 car will be able to catch up there and make it a 3-car battle.
Could one say that both those negatives could be the equalizer?
Oh, here they come, side by side, coming out of 4.
Side by side.
And Rollo led that lap. Here they come side by side into turn 1. The double zero has the advantage on the inside.
Clearly,
oh, the 12 car got up into the wall. Man. What a busy race for some of these guys.
And we are 40 laps completed at the line. Will be 40 laps completed. 60 to go here at Thompson Raceway. 100 laps for the Travis Rolon Birthday Bash, who is currently in the lead, surprisingly.
Surprisingly. As if we didn't expect him to lead this.
Yes, and some could predict who could win the race.
Coming off of 4. It is still Rollo out in front. Who'd have guessed that? And then we have Will Hoyt in 2nd place. We have Alvarez now making his move up on the 6th car here.
Do I dare say it, Jimmy? It seems like things have started to level out. And I think we're going to get a nice green flag run here.
Maybe. It looks like everybody after those green flag pit stops that happened seemingly out of nowhere, it looks like everybody's pretty much ordered themselves out. You got the 89 there. 77 is coming by the start-finish line. He doesn't have many people around him. The only real way that I could see a caution happening right now is if somebody like loses it, like the 12 car just did, up at the top there. No caution, so not exactly sure what happened there. Let's look back and see. So, oh, he just got too high. Yeah, he just got too high. He didn't spin out or anything. He's good. Well, good in terms of cautions, but I'm pretty sure that he's not very good with what happened there, because only making him go farther and farther back in the pack.
It looks like double zero Travis Rolon looking to and 89.
I think the 89 was just trying to give him space. Caution is out. We have a caution out on the speedway.
And it looks like the number 6 of Tristan Wilhold. I wonder what happened to him. He is
oh man, he is smoking. Wow. He is smoking out on the racetrack. That could be interesting. And he skids the tires coming in. Pretty sure he flat spotted them anyways, whatever happened to him.
Coming a little slow into turn 1, and I'm gonna guess his engine just clearly blew up going into the turn. And it just looks as if his...
Well, let's see here. Let's go at half speed going into turn 1. And yeah, his engine blew. And oh, he got up into his own... I think it might have been an oil line, because he seemed to have slipped up in front of the 12 car and he just spun out by himself. I think that he got into his own oil and just slipped, and that's what caused him to spin out. So it looks like...
he put up...
Oh, man.
So it looks like, yep, the header on the number 6 is gone, and so now he will be going to the garage. And it looks like that his day will be over. Oh, RJ. RJ spun out there on the back, the 23. Not sure what happened there. I think it might have had something to do with the 77. Let's take a look. Yep. 77 just came in too hot and bumped into him, and down he went.
This number 77 is just causing mass chaos here today. I don't know if
I don't know. Maybe he'll get a talk after in the NASCAR hauler.
Yeah, there
Could
be
very
a
well happen.
possibility. It looks like there's something occurring. Something to the 23 of RJ Cherry.
Looks like he's not really doing very well with his acceleration. I don't know if that's just from what I see.
Due to some issues with his car.
Could possibly. He's been in plenty of wrecks today. That could very well be the case.
Dare we insert a footmark being Charlotte 2014, Brad Keselowski.
I'd also like to point out that there are only 2 cars on the lead lap. 2 cars.
Shocking.
This could very well just be a 1-car battle by the end of this. As we are almost to the halfway point here. The lights are out on the pace car, I think. Or maybe I'm just too far away. Yeah, the lights are still on the pace car. But we should be coming up to 1 to go this time.
Club 2018. Yes, it
As they
seems
come
like
across the
they're coming
line.
into turn
There it
2.
is. 1 to go until they go. This could be a very interesting next half of race. As they're already like confused on where they're supposed to be down there with the lap cars. Uh-oh. Oh, the 23 just got bumped by the 77 again. Still a lot of stuff going on between the 23 and 77. I'm not sure if it's a rivalry. I think the 77 just has really touchy throttle, possibly.
It seems as if, yeah. I'm wondering what his setup might be. If it's a controller, it could be something with the sensitivity of that controller.
I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Halfway around this track, and now another half is ready to be completed. As Rolon, oh no! Travis is into the wall in turn 1. Oh, we got another car involved. It's Reichenbacher in the back. Oh my goodness.
Just as the pace car comes into pit road, it says, no, I gotta come back out on track. And we have another caution here at Thompson.
And the caution is out. The birthday boy, the 00, Rolon, got wrecked in a turn 1 by it looked like the 89.
It looked like the number 9, yes, of David Alvarez tried to make some sort of move coming into turn 1. It just did not work out well for him. And then also the 89 of Brady Crum gave him a tap, and that looks like what spun out the 00 out today.
Let's take a look. Alright, so we're a little bit late on this camera here, TV2. It looks like the 89 just got into him. Man, the 9 car was really lucky not to hit that 00. And the 29, maybe he got a tap from the 77, and he got up into the wall as well.
Got the 29 and the 77 out on the, seems like the strip. Out on the front stretch. I'm not sure what occurred there.
Let's look from another angle. You're going to see the 9 car try to ride up on the wall here, trying to get around the 00. And it doesn't look like it affected the 00 that much. I think he just didn't know if he was clear or not. I don't think it was the 89 that really did anything. He just didn't know he wasn't clear. And yes, the 77 did give the 29 a tap going into 1. Man, that's unfortunate. He had the best car here, and now here he is up against the wall. But he still has a chance. He still has a chance to get this done.
We are pretty much halfway home here at Thompson Raceway, that's for sure. We're at about, I think...
And check it out. The 89 has a broken gearbox. The 23 just retired. Very interesting.
So theoretically, the only 2 drivers on the lead lap are Travis Rolon and David Alvarez in the 9.
And this could very well change. I think the 00 is going into the pits. They might lap him before he gets back out because they have to repair that damage. This is just a very, very odd race. It looks like if the 9 just plays his cards right, he can just run around this track and be as safe as possible and just win it. Not sure if this is the birthday present that Travis wanted, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure, but hopefully, as you had said, there's still some time to come back.
There is time, but I feel like that unless somehow he makes his lap back with the damage that he has, I think it's just going to be a one-man show. Well, Travis is back out on track, so he won't go a lap down. The pace car has not passed him, so really, I think that he still has a chance to get through this race. Now, whether or not he'll be able to stay on pace with Alvarez, that's another debate there. But he is back out on the track and on the lead lap, so theoretically he can still take this.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the 89 is now not on the track anymore, so there's no retaliation that he could do there unless... But really, it didn't look like that there was really anything that was wrong there. I think it was just that the 00 just misjudged where the 89 was and didn't know if he was clear or not. Maybe his spotter didn't tell him he was clear.
It could be a he say type of situation.
Well, we got 1 to go until the green flag drops. And still we got more contact. We got 5 cars that are on the track, and 3 of which are a lap down, multiple laps down. The most being the 29.
Between Travis Rolon and David Alvarez.
This could be a very interesting battle. If we, hopefully, we'll be able to see how it turns out in the end, and maybe the 00 will be able to contend for the win. I don't see any reason why he can't. It doesn't look like he doesn't have. It looks like he doesn't have too much damage. But here they come, and the green flag is back out, and the 00 follows behind the 9, going down into turn 1. Yeah, it looks like Travis is holding good pace here.
Definitely, he's on top of the different changes he had to make to his car to be able to keep...
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes down to the inside, looking for the lead. Alvarez now going to fight back up on the top, but the 00 has the inside line advantage side by side as they come down the backstretch.
Has put Travis Rolon right up at the top there, fighting with David Alvarez.
And he's going to drive it hard into 3. Out of 4, it is Travis back out in front after wrecking out the last caution. And he now goes into turn 1, and he has sealed his place in the lead.
Road here, let's see if he can... Okay.
12. Looks like the 12 car is coming out from pit road there. As the battle continues for the lead, Alvarez trying to find any grip he can on the outside lane, but he can't. Travis is pulling away. Now, they will have to make another pit stop, I'm pretty sure. So, if they have to do green flag pit stops, that could definitely shake up the whole race.
Absolutely. Still 40 laps, 39 laps to go, but definitely it'll be interesting to see if any green flag stops are made.
Well, now that we got pretty much everybody sorted out, it doesn't look like that we're going to have any cautions unless somebody just, like, drives it into turn 1 with no caution, whatever. So, really, the drivers need to start wondering themselves, what are they going to do with pit strategy here? Do they want to just put on fuel? Do they want to get better tires? Because short tracks are very well known for wearing down tires. So, you really want to adjust your strategy to whether or not you just want to be out in front and just hold your position there. And if you're confident enough that you can hold your position, or if you want to have the safety of knowing that you have a better car than the other person. Because this is just a 2-car race now, pretty much. None of those guys in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions are going to be making up those laps anytime soon, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. And those cars all the way at the back have an opportunity if some of these leaders do come down pit road to be able to get some of those laps back and be able to, hopefully... be able to catch up and with the rest of
Really, their best bet right now is just to not pit at all and just like see if what laps they can make up before then, because we might have to make 2 more pit stops before the end of this. 1 if we don't have any more cautions. But they're making pretty good ground right now. It looks like David is slowly moving back. He's not losing too much ground. So this could very well be an interesting pit cycle. And everybody's pretty much spaced out, so we don't have any like real issues here with people just wrecking out other people. The only way that caution could really come out is if somebody spins out by themselves.
Yes, I think at this point it's merely just everything seems to have leveled out. It seems like right now it's just let's race and see what happens. Nothing really else you could really say.
This might be the biggest green flag run we'll have today, and we'll probably make it to the end. But here we coming up on lap traffic, and now the 77 has been known this race for being sort of a troublemaker. So who knows what he could do with the leader here as he's going to be lapped here in the next coming laps.
You bet, Jimmy. The question will be, do we have a Robbie Gordon in sights, or does he just simply let Travis go and that's it?
Well, considering the 77 just ran up high on 3 and just ran into the wall, this could be very interesting. It looks like the 77 is trying to drive into the corner real hard to keep his position, but it is definitely not working out. He's going to have to let him by, and he does. That was very responsible by him. Just let the leader by. Don't do anything that's irrational. Just let the leader by. You're not going to win this race if you do either of those things.
Absolutely. And I guess the question could be, with David Alvarez in second coming up, again, the question is posed, does he hold him back or does he let him go?
I don't see any reason why he would hold him back. I mean, the 77, if anybody who he'd have to hold back would have to be Travis. Whoa.
And he almost did a little bit, but...
Almost did, but I think... I don't think that was very intentional. I think that was just him, like, trying to adjust himself out of the corner. I don't think that was really anything that was meant to be rash.
Absolutely.
And so it looks like the only battle other than the two up front would be the 77 and 29, Reichenbacher and Trey Fisher.
And it seems like now that David Alvarez was a little slowed down by the 77, it seems as if Travis Rolon seems to extend the lead and is still out in front. We have Travis Rolon, the 00 up in first, David Alvarez in the number 9 in second. And then we go off to third place where we have the number 12 of Zachary Stecker. Fourth place will belong to Trey Fisher, and the number 77 up in fourth. And then we got fifth place to Cameron Reichenbach at the number 29. That rounds out the top 5.
It could be very interesting with this 9 car. He could possibly just be slowing down just to save his stuff right now. He could be just saving fuel and tires, so that way when the green flag pit stops come around, he'll be better off than Travis is.
Yes, save mode activated.
But you also could argue that he could have stayed up there with Travis and then gone in a lap before Travis did, and that way he'd have this big lead before Travis, and Rolon would have to make up ground to catch up to him. Fuel strategy and tire strategy really comes into play here in the closing laps. And since we know that they will have to go under green into the pits, or at least we think that they will, they could be just saving their stuff right now. And especially since they don't want any funny business to happen, they could just be saving up everything they can. And the 77 came out in front of the 9 car, almost got up into him. I don't think that was intentional though, but not exactly sure. The 9 car did slow down though.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got the caution out. I didn't even realize that.
And we did not.
Caution is out. I didn't even realize that happened, but
I didn't even either. I'm not going to lie.
Not sure what happened. Maybe it was with the 29.
We can take a look back at the replay here.
Oh, I think it was the 77 and the 29 got into it. Going into 3. And yeah, he just bumped into Fisher there. Reichenbacher and Fisher got into it and they spun out, yeah. So that brings
Yeah,
out
definitely.
that brings out what, the
The
7th caution of the day?
Ray Fisher. And everybody comes down pit road. You can see the action. Let's see.
Well, this is going to be interesting. It looks like the 00 missed his. It looks like the 00 missed his pit a bit. I'm not exactly sure if he did not or what, but it looks like that both he and Alvarez are pretty much on par with how their pit crews are doing.
And it was as if clockwork. As Travis Rolon comes out in top. And they stay as is.
Rollo out in front. They're in the closing laps.
For most of this race.
Now, fuel strategy doesn't matter now. They've got all they need to make it to the end of the race. Now it's all about just chasing each other down. What is Alvarez going to do to keep himself in contention to take over the lead position? And we could always have another caution. Whoa, the 77. Uh-oh. That's going to be a black flag. He just cut across the road there.
That turn 1 was the grass, when clearly it's not.
So it looks like he's probably going to be called to the end of the line, or maybe he'll have to do a stop and go.
Potentially one of the two.
Or maybe he didn't get a black flag. And here we go. 1 to go until they get the green flag. This could be a very interesting final 20 laps.
Definitely the last little segment of this race. We've had a lot of action today. Lots of crashes, unfortunately. Lots of retirements and lots of issues. And hopefully we can end this on a high note. And hopefully the birthday boy can pull off a victory at his own birthday race. But you never know. We'll have to find out.
It would be very interesting to see Alvarez fight for that position as well. There goes the 77 on the apron. Not sure what that was about. But here they come. Ready to take the green flag once again. They go off. And the green flag is back out. Lap 83 is underway as they head down into turn 1. Now what you notice there, the 12 car, he broke a little bit early so that the 9 car could get his entry in. Doesn't really want to interfere with the 2 drivers who are really fighting for position here.
Number 77 slowed down earlier. He's coming down pit road. I'm not sure if it's to make some adjustments, try to fix the car a little bit. But he is coming down pit road as we speak.
Let's see what he does here. He could be just pulling in to just stop racing. That could very well happen. Or
very high potential of that.
It's not exactly like in his... Yeah, he's just getting adjustments. He's just getting tires. But Rollo has a long, about 1.5 second lead over Alvarez. Alvarez really taking a high line there. It's just not working out for him. He might have to find a different line here to get all the momentum he can to get up there.
And here's a 77 coming out of pit road, looking to get back on the track. You have to admire the courageousness of still staying out on track on top of the bad, negative things that have occurred relating to the number 77 earlier in this race.
He looks a little loose. I think maybe he took out a bunch of wedge, and he just looks a little loose there. Not exactly sure if that's the case, or maybe he's using keyboard controls. But yeah, he does look a little erratic here, but who knows? Maybe it's just a bit of a prejudice there, but hopefully everything's okay with him.
Absolutely.
Although he is 7 laps down, really what happens to him now, he's going to be in 5th position. We pretty much know who's going to be in 3rd and 4th and 5th. Really, the question now is who's going to get 1st and 2nd.
And some would argue they know the answer to that question.
But we could always have a caution here in the late run. And who knows, maybe both Rollo and Alvarez could wreck out.
That is a possibility, and we will find out.
We don't really want that to happen. We want to have a good, tight battle for the win here. It looks like Stecker is trying to get his lap back as well. Or at least trying to get a lap back. He's 3 laps down in the 3rd position. He seems to be on par with the 9 car, though. Maybe he's just trying to ride around. Who knows? But the lead over Alvarez is extending Rolon as he goes down into turn 3.
Travis must have the thought in his head that he's going to win this race.
And it's granted because I mean he has this great lead over Alvarez right now. Pretty much nobody is really contending with him. And nobody really can contend with him. He just has a really fast setup.
Him approaching the number 77. Let's see what he does.
This could be interesting. It looks like he'll just drop down to the inside, let him go by.
And
very courteous. Oh, he got up into the grass there. He's been really getting into the grass today. He's really liking the inside line.
The grass has been his friend this whole race.
And also the back bumper of his competitors, but we won't get into that.
Absolutely. All about the good spirit of the drivers. We must remember. And again, we must admire his courageousness for actually still being out on track, even though he's over 3 laps.
8 laps down.
8 laps down, yeah, definitely. That's most of the time where drivers say, you know what, screw this, I'm going to leave. But Trey Fisher did not say he was going to leave. He said, I'm going to stay. So you have to admire the courageousness of that number 77.
And here comes the 9 car. And I think he's just going to drop down, let him go by. Oh, whoa! Almost got into him.
But the number 9 sneaks around, thankfully.
That could have been bad, but looks like the 77 held his stuff there and let him go by. That might have killed his momentum, though, so that gap might have just widened just a bit more. And it did by 3/10. Going down into 3 and 4 here as we are coming up to 4 laps remaining here at Thompson Raceway. Four laps to go. If a caution happens right now, we will have a 1-lap shootout. If a caution happens from 3 to go or less, that will be the race. Coming down.
That'll be the big question.
Huh? Huh? Alvarez in 2nd place. And Zachary Stecker from his position back are all laps down. Really now, it looks like that it's going to be Rolon's race to lose. Unless something blows up on this car, it looks like that Travis, the birthday boy, will win his own birthday bash here.
It's looking like it will be so.
Here he comes, out of 4. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go.
The final lap not sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Coming around through turns 1 and 2. Car looking good. Travis, I'm sure, with a big smile on his face as he comes around on the backstretch into turn 3. And here they come. Coming to the line, and it will be Travis Rolon winning the Travis Rolon birthday bash as they come across the line.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
Travis Rolon, the winner of his own birthday bash. Definitely an excitement for the 00. It's time to do some donuts for him as all the other drivers come down pit road. Is definitely an exciting day to be Travis Rolon as he does a little burnout action here at Thompson Raceway, his home track. He is the winner again of the Travis Rolon birthday bash right here at Thompson Raceway.
Oh geez.
In mass chaos.
Wow, we got cars spinning over here as, man, maybe some tempers flaring, who knows.
Some last minute drama.
We pretty much expected it with the 77, and as you can see here, Rolon really excited here. Check out all that smoke.
00, who's trying to have some enjoyment and excitement. Although I see some smoke from the 77, I believe. Oh no. Ah, and the double zero.
Yeah, they're
saw
all
that move and said no.
They're all trying to do their own stuff. Looks like the double zero is out of the park.
Yep, he's just gonna hot out and let them do their own little thing here and let that just be the end of it. Actually, I believe he's gonna come down in front off of the track.
I guess he's just gonna go hang out with the fans.
He's gonna come down to the winner's
Oh,
circle.
well, I didn't even realize that was there, huh? Learn something new every day.
Realize, Jimmy.
And there goes the 77. Well, what a race for Travis Rolon, and that is not the only excitement you're going to see from this double zero. You will see him and some of the other series as we broadcast these races. But this is definitely a promising sign to see what he can do at the other race tracks that we will be doing during our schedules for the different series that we're doing.
Absolutely. One of them being the NASCAR Classic Cup Series, I believe Travis Rolon is signed up for. Yes, he is a part of Sean Fay Motorsports. Go figure. But definitely it'll be exciting to see what he could do out on the track and there, as well as the Supreme Elder Slugfest. And I believe he'll be racing a couple of the other tracks as well in the Keystone Light Super Truck Series. So definitely it'll be exciting to be able to see Travis Rolon out on the track. And once again, congratulations to Buckshot Jones, as he likes to be called. He has definitely had an exciting race today. We've had an exciting race here, definitely overall. I mean, really, we had a lot of bumping around, a lot of action, lots of stuff going on all at once. But 100 laps at Thompson Raceway has concluded with the winner being, go figure, the birthday boy. He is Travis Rolon. So definitely we want to thank you again for joining us for the coverage this afternoon, or this evening rather, wherever you may be. I am Sean Fay, commentator.
And this is
Not
Jimmy
really best,
Powell.
but I do my best. As well as Jimmy Powell alongside me, who definitely has done arguably way better of a job than I have. But then again, I should probably stop just not being positive and say, I'm a great commentator. Anyways, before I continue talking, we'll see you next time for, hopefully next weekend, actually, we will see you for the opening weekend of Rubbin Racing Motorsports. We want to thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you then.
That good? Alright, is that the end of the broadcast? Might as well be.